Check-In Radio.
Hey, welcome to Check-In Radio with Jimmy and Shell, and we are joined live in the studio with an awesome band, Duroy. How you guys doing?
Good. Very good, thank you.
Fantastic. And if you are playing along at home, we're actually filming this live as well. So, g'day to our visual audience out there.
And it's so good to have you guys in the studio, actually physically here. It just makes a huge difference.
So good, because we're always talking to people on the phone, and it's so different physically seeing you guys here. So it's great to have you here. How's the trip out?
Very exciting.
You guys said you caught the train.
Yeah, we did.
That's pretty committed.
Yeah.
You got your guitars as well, and you've made your way here. It's impressive. It's impressive. Didn't get mugged or anything like that?
No. We're surprised. We thought we might.
Jimmy, I was actually chatting to these guys a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
and they've actually come quite a difference. Now, they're from different locations, but I think it's worth a shot. Who is the furthest away from here?
Me, by a long shot, yeah.
Aaron. Where are you from,
how
man?
far?
Well, I'm from the Central Coast, so it's a couple of hours.
Yeah.
It's decent. And you came
Far out.
here just for this? Is that right?
Yeah, well, make a day out of it. Yeah.
A bit of sightseeing, chuck a bit of that in there.
He's never seen the Harbour Bridge.
Nah, that's cool, guys. But we have brought you here for a reason. We're
Yeah.
here to chat about Duroy, your band. Tell us a bit about it. How did it start? What kind of sound do you have?
We kind of started back in AICM where we studied music together, and we'd just been playing together for a while. We played a lot of stuff that we really liked, like James Brown and Red Hot Chili Peppers and Rage Against the Machine sort of stuff. And then we just got together in a room, just started jamming after our first sort of live show out when we did at the Bridge Hotel, and then that's where it started. And we had another band before this, and then that didn't work out, so we just wanted to keep going, and so we Duroy started, and so that started last year, about October, and ever since then we've just been working hard, recording songs, writing songs, and
That's exciting. That's great. And you guys have a little demo CD that's out.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to put that together and record it?
About 4 months, I reckon. We started just sort of putting the basic guide tracks together last year, and then after the Christmas break, we got back together and started recording everything else. So.
It's great. And who did the recording? Do you guys record yourselves?
Ourselves, yeah.
It's fantastic. I love the fact that you guys play music, you record it, and you're getting it out there. It's really good. Do you go to a studio, or what's the setup with you?
We've got Pro Tools and Logic, so we just use them. We've got an 11 rack and a M-Box and microphones and that, and so we've just
Self-sufficient.
Yeah.
And what about the name Duroy? Where did that come from?
I was in Adelaide, and we were with one of my friends, and I was like, we need a good name for a band, and I wrote a demo a couple of years ago that I put Duroy on, and I was just sitting there and having lunch, and then there was a $30 million mega draw, and I was like, what about Duroy? Yeah, and he was
Wow.
like, yeah,
Just like that.
and
That's
he's like,
awesome.
yeah, that's good. That's really good.
I'm glad that we dropped the 30 million out of
Yeah. So we can't really
And today
promise
we
that.
have 30 million draw. That's really cool. I always think about bands, how they come up with their names and stuff. And a lot of bands just have stories
Just a
like
random
this.
thing,
It's a random
hey,
thing.
there's a word. Let's use it. But it's got a good ring, and I got to say, the little CD that we received, very clever the way that you guys, I think we even have it here. You've incorporated it onto the CD, the draw.
Yeah.
I
Clever
admire
guys.
details like that. You know what I mean?
Self-logo as well. We did the logo ourselves.
Hey,
There you go. That's fantastic.
that's really cool. So you've got a few songs on your demo. Can you just walk us through a bit about that process of, writing the songs and pulling that together?
Well, I guess we learned early on that sort of what you listen to a lot is really what you sort of start picking up on and start putting stuff together. So when me and Brad started writing it, we just started listening to all the music that we really loved the most, and just over and over again until you can't handle it anymore, sort of.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, then we sort of got together and then just started jamming and coming up with little ideas. And then when you could sort of hear where it was going musically, then we would start listening to more bluesy stuff if it was sort of a bluesy song, and try and just sort of get other influences coming into the song and building it that way. And so then we just go for a structure, and then after that try and get other parts and a story behind it and that.
And how would you describe your sound for those guys out there who haven't heard you just yet?
I struggle with this question. I always just say alternative because like it's just so broad. It can
Yeah.
sort of cover everything.
Yeah. Well, that's a genre. Alternative.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's really cool.
How important is it for you guys to have, I guess, a space like music to be able to create songs and I guess, showcase, I guess, a bit about who you are? Because I know, like, for a lot of artists out there, they like to put a part of themselves, within the music and to express, I guess, that part of creativity. So for you guys, how important it is to have music as a bit of an outlet for you?
I mean, I think I would be doing all sorts of horrible things today if I didn't have music as, because I find it very cathartic. Yeah, for a while it was when I was a teenager, and so I just found like having that sort of creative outlet sort of helped me channel a lot of that stuff, which I think if you don't channel it, it can be destructive, and so I just I don't know what I would do without with it if something happened. I'd be miserable without it, really.
Yeah.
Lucky for music then, hey?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
What about for the rest of you guys? Is it the same sort of
man.
thing?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're doing this for years, and it's like the only thing we kind of know besides working in that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I guess I always find it interesting, we've got these like soloist kind of musicians and then we've got bands, but how do you guys mesh well together? Are you guys like bros, or do you have your moments of conflict? I'm the one that always wants to know the inside to these sort of things.
She's a gossip seeker.
Yeah.
We're very open with the way that we talk, I think.
Yeah.
It sort of helps, even if there's like a problem or a part of the song that we don't like.
Yeah.
We just talk it through until we all sort of come to an agreement.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because we all have similar like musical taste, I guess. It doesn't take too long
Yeah.
Yeah.
to find it.
Yeah. I guess it's good to have the same similar taste in music
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
producing,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what's the dream for you guys? Where do you want your music to go?
We'd love to be playing festivals. I guess that's the ultimate, because that's where we go to listen to music and where we really enjoy it the most. So that's the dream, really.
That's really cool.
That's really good. And I guess we have a lot of young listeners who listen to our show.
Yeah.
What's sort of some advice, because we know a lot of young bands out there who are trying to do the similar thing. What's some advice for those guys that are trying to do the same thing, whether they're, they haven't yet studied yet or
Yeah.
they're still at school?
Well, I guess the cliche thing is always just keep at it. But I guess if you want to sort of take it to the next level, this is what I learned the hard way: is that criticism is important, and it's helpful if you can find people that have experience, that you don't have experience in certain realms, and that can come in and go, if you worked on this would be better, and I guess that's what we got from going to uni, and that's what helped us really. But I mean, if you have the opportunity to do that, have someone who has some experience to have a listen to your music and give you guidance, because guidance is important. Yeah.
Almost mentoring sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. And good to have other musicians to look up to. Do you guys have musicians that you guys have looked up to and inspired to?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Who are some of those?
That's kind of like a big part of it. We try to use our influences to shape our music and that.
Yeah.
And so we're always kind of looking to what inspires us so that it can help us write music and that.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's really cool. I love the fact that you guys are open to that, because I know there'd be a lot of stubborn artists out there. They'd be like, we're just going to do our own thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what's been done before. Like,
Yeah.
just stuck in that mindset where nothing else matters. But I love the fact that you guys, you're open to, drawing on other influences from other bands and I guess using that to shape, where you guys are going and the sound and the music that you're playing. I think that's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
respectable.
Yeah.
In today's industry.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think Jack White summed it up really well. He did a documentary on guitar with Jimmy Page and what was it? No, The Edge.
The Edge.
And he said it's like a family.
Yep.
And I guess that's the way that I feel about it. Like I feel like I'm part of a family, because if you go back and you look at where all the music came from, it is a big family. Like, starting back at the blues and those guys that came over from Ireland and that, and then folk fused it together, and then that's where Bob Dylan, and then when you look at where Beatles came out of all that sort of stuff, and Led Zeppelin, and it just goes back. It's a big sort of lineage of people that have sort of influenced each other, and
Yeah.
it is like a family, really.
Family.
Yeah.
We like family.
Tug it out.
Yeah.
Hey, we are fortunate enough to have a bit of a live recording a bit later on from you guys.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
What song are
Yeah.
you going to be playing? And tell us a little bit about that.
Never Here is the song that we'll do, and I guess it's kind of like a little breakup song, you know. Like,
Does this come from your own experiences?
oh yeah, there's been a couple of breakups.
Seen it all.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
you've let it out through a song, which is
Yeah.
positive,
Yeah,
right?
that's it. That's definitely it. Yeah.
That's exciting. So we're going to have you guys play live in the studio, which is going to be really cool, playing the song Never Here.
Yeah.
And hey, what's coming up in the next couple of days for you guys? Are you gigging?
Oh no, we haven't got any gigs at the moment because we're still trying to finish the lineup on our band.
Oh, there's more members to come.
We're looking for a drummer and a bass player. So I guess if anyone knows anyone out there who might be interested,
Yeah.
we're looking for people that sort of have the same sort of determination as us. And but if like we sort of put a deadline on that, if we don't sort of have something in the next 2 months, then we'll just get some session people to come in so we can get out there live and share our music with everyone. So.
That's exciting. Well, we'll put the
Sounds
word out for you
good.
guys. We hope you can complete your lineup. You know?
Yeah.
And have you guys got a Facebook or something where we can track you guys down
Yeah,
along
yeah.
the way? And
I think it's just we'll punch in all the Facebook normal stuff.
yeah,
and then
facebook.com/.
draw band.
Draw band.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
Awesome. Guys,
Sounds
thank you
good.
so much for joining us. It's been
Thank
awesome
you.
chatting with you,
Thank you.
hearing a bit about your journey, and I guess, the exciting road that you guys are on. So we wish you all the best.
Thanks very much
Thanks,
for having us.
Draw.
Thanks, guys.